Okay, it's about time. Let's get started. Good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, everyone. Because I think some of you from different regions or different countries all over the world. Welcome to the information seminar. My name is Xintao Liu, and I'm the program leader of the Geomatics in LSGI PolyU. I'm very happy to have you guys online today to share some of the experience. So first, I will give a quick talk about the Geomatics program, and my colleague Dr. Yang Xu, he's online, and after that he will share some program experience in Informatics and Smart City. Okay. Sorry. Let's go. Okay. So first of all, the program Geomatics in LSGI include two directions. First is GIS, Geographic Information Science, and the other one is a surveying. This program has a long history, which started from 1990s. It is quite a long history, and Geomatics program is highly regarded by both GIS and surveying in professional communities in Hong Kong and worldwide. And by focusing on GIS and surveying, our program will enable students to become familiar with how the GIS and surveying technologies can be accurately used in different domains. And regarding the Geomatics program education in Hong Kong, we have both bachelor degree, master degree, and PhD degree in Hong Kong. You see, Hong Kong PolyU is our university. You see, our university is the only one that provides bachelor, master, and PhD education in surveying and GIS in Hong Kong. So our department is the only department in Hong Kong that offers professional land survey and geoinformatics from undergraduate to postgraduate programs. So regarding the course structures in Geomatics program, we have provided, you are required to finish totally 30 credits. And this is the course structure. You need to select 4 core subjects plus 3 elective subjects, and then you need to select a dissertation which equals to 9 credits, or you can select 5 core subjects plus 3 elective subjects plus project. Project equals to 6 credits. So in total, you need to finish 30 credits then you can graduate. And besides the core subjects, there is a wide range of subjects that are offered under the postgraduate scheme in our faculty. There's a long list. After you enrolled, you have when you look at the student book, there's a long list that you can choose. So this is a student book, and after you enrolled in our program, you can look through the student book, and this is the 2 directions or 2 programs under Geomatics, Geographic Information System, and the other one is the Urban Informatics and the Smart Cities, which will be introduced by Dr. Yang Xu soon. And regarding the land survey and informatics program, which is you can see that some core subjects in GIS stream and some core subjects for surveying stream. Some of them there are overlap, but some of them are different. For example, you can see some advanced surveying for surveying stream, and for advanced geographic information system in GIS stream. So, and you can see a lot of elective subjects that you can choose, like the advanced mobile GIS and LBS, which is very useful. And And we also provide a very flexible time framework that you can choose. The normal duration for both of our the geomatics and urban informatics program is 1 year for full-time students and 2.5 years for part-time students. And if you choose dissertation, just if you can go here, if you choose dissertation, and then you can, if you start from the first semester, for example, if you enroll in this September and you start your dissertation immediately, then you can finish, you can graduate by next year, by next year, because it is 1.5 years. And if you start from the second semester, and then you can, it takes around 1 or 2 years to finish the whole study. And if you choose project, it takes 2 semesters to finish the project. For example, if you start from the first semester in this September, and you can finish everything, the final oral presentation by the next May, it takes 1 year. And if you start from the second semester, for example, in 2023, in June, then you can finish your oral presentation. You can finish your project in 1.5 years. So according to the time framework for the program, it is quite flexible, which means that you can finish your either project or dissertation within 1 year, either for both full-time and part-time students. And this is 1.5 or 2 years or 1 year is just the normal duration. And if you can speed up, if you say you have done enough, of course you can apply to defend your dissertation or project earlier. So it's called earlier track. So, and the most important thing that it doesn't matter if you finish your dissertation or project either 1.5 years or 2 years, you only need to pay 1 year tuition fee. So this is the advantage for you. And for some students from mainland China, this is also important for you. And last but not least, our program, the Geomatics in GIS and surveying, has been accredited by some professional bodies like Hong Kong ICE, the Hong Kong Institute of Engineering and Surveillance, and other 2 professional bodies. That means after your graduation, if you want to work in this field, and because our program has been accredited, then you have the advantage to get a job. So this is our advantage. And for the future career after your graduation, so basically our graduates go to 3 sectors. First is the public sectors in Hong Kong, like the Land Department, some government agency, the Planning Department, the Highway Department, Transport Department, the Fire Service Department, Civil Engineering, and the Development Department, and so on and so forth. This is a government agency that our graduate can get a job. And in the private sector, there's some utilities such as gas, power companies, telecommunication, planning, public administration, and so on and so forth. And some of our students get into this kind of market. And the last one is a rather high percentage of our graduates continue their academic career with a doctorate study either in Hong Kong or international universities. Around 1/4 of our master will continue as a PhD, their PhD study. So after you graduate, you have the advantage to pursue your PhD study. And my suggestion is that if you want to continue your PhD study, it's better for you to choose dissertation as your master study. So that's all the information I want to share for the Geomatics program. This is some information that you can find more details online. So this is my email and phone number. You can please feel free to contact me if you have any further questions. So this is my sharing. So next, our Dr. Yang Xu, please.
Thank you, Dr. Liu. Let me share the screen. Okay. Can you all see the slides?
Yes.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes. Good.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Liu. So as mentioned by Dr. Liu, we'll finish the introduction for both of these two MSc programs. And then we will do the QA session together. So if you have any question, feel free to leave them in the chat box or raise them at the end of the session. So I'm Yang Xu, the program leader for Master of Science in Urban Informatics and Smart Cities, so which is another Master of Science program under the Department of Land Surveying and Geoinformatics. As mentioned by Dr. Liu, so the MSc program in Geomatics already has a relatively long history. Compared to that one, Urban Informatics and Smart Cities is a relatively new one. And as some of you might be aware, Smart City in Chinese we call 智慧城市, right? Has become a popular or buzzword in China, Hong Kong, all over the world. So basically, this program is an active response to the increasing need of talent and workforces in the area of smart city development. So the program was established more or less around the time Hong Kong established or proposed this smart city blueprint. So it's a very important initiative to build Hong Kong into a world-class smart city. I believe that such similar initiatives are being established or proposed in other parts of the world, in mainland China, Greater Bay Area, European cities, United States, and so on and so forth. So there are a few generic goals under this big umbrella. For example, to make use of the new technologies to address urban challenges, to improve quality of living and cities, sustainability, efficiency, and safety, as well as to foster city innovation and economic development. So basically, the establishment of the program is motivated by all these grand objectives. And under the big area of the smart city, there could be many different pillars, such as smart mobility related to people's movements, transportation, smart living, related to people's well-being, social welfare, public health, and a smart environment related to sustainability, ecology, as well as smart people, governance, smart economy, etc. So as you can see, this is quite a broad and interdisciplinary area that might be very important in the next 10 or 20 years. So since Dr. Liu has mentioned about our department, so I will be very brief for this part. So LSGI, Department of Land Surveying and Geoinformatics, is one of the leading departments in the area of surveying, GIS, geospatial science, and we are the only department in Hong Kong that offers a range of education, spanning from BSc program to master program and all the way to PhD program in the area of geographic information science, surveying, and urban informatics. So for this master program in urban informatics and smart cities, so it offers full-time and part-time postgraduate program in the area of urban informatics and smart cities. So we received our first batch of students in 2020. So last fall, so we have received our second cohort. So that means if we are able to see some of you, okay, next year, so you would be the third batch. So you can see it's a relatively young program with a lot of promising content within it. The program will provide students with education focused on 3 key aspects. So the first one is the theories and domain knowledge in urban science and systems. Second, the emerging technologies in urban informatics and smart cities. And the third one focused more on, the hands-on, basically the practice of urban informatics and smart city solutions. Similar to the Geomatics program, so we have different pathways that leads to the completion of the program. Either you can choose the dissertation path, okay, by taking the dissertation plus 4 core subjects and 3 elective subjects, or alternatively, you can choose the project option by taking 1 more core subject as well as 3 elective subjects. So the total credit, as always, is 30. And a little bit thing that I want to add is that for this program, no matter which path you choose, among the core subjects you take, there are 3 compulsory, basically required, okay? Everybody has to take that, 3 compulsory subjects. So here I have listed some of all the core subjects, as well as some of the elective subjects for your consideration. So smart cities, technologies and solutions, urban science and systems, as well as urban informatics are the 3 compulsory subjects that underpin the whole program. So everybody is required to take these subjects in order to obtain a comprehensive understanding of urban informatics and smart city development. And besides this, students, depending on their background and what they plan to do in the future, they could choose, which other core subjects they want to take. For example, if students come from the area of, computer science, data science background, they want to know more about geographic information system, or later on they want to work in the area of, urban planning, urban design, they could choose principle of GIS or urban planning as the bridge course. Well, if students want to reinforce their knowledge in data analytics, for example, they could choose urban big data. So it's quite flexible. And for elective subjects, so there are many different things for you to choose. So when we establish this program, we try to combine the strengths and some of the uniqueness of different departments in the whole university. As you can see, you're able to choose things related to artificial intelligence, AI, right? IoT, Internet of Things, or things related to economy, smart transportation, smart infrastructure, tourism-related courses, and also there are many elective courses offered by our own department related to positioning, satellite positioning, navigation, remote sensing, spatial data acquisition, etc. So this is the whole program structure. And in terms of this pathway, Dr. Liu has already given you a very detailed explanation. So we would have 1-year track or 1.5 to 2-year track. These are for full-time students. Okay, for part-time, so the duration is generally 2.5 to 5 years. So students could complete, let's say, 5 subjects in semester 1, 3 in semester 2, and they could try to finish the project within the 1-year time. And alternatively, if you want to be more relaxed or have more time to work on your research and other things, you could choose the 1.5 to 2-year track. And as mentioned by Dr. Liu, if you want to pursue, a higher degree in PhD, for example, we would expect you, for example, or encourage you to choose the dissertation option because it focuses more on the research component. So the entrance requirement is very, let's say, generic because smart city is a interdisciplinary area. So any recognized bachelor degree in engineering, science, technology, or relevant ones, equivalent ones, are welcome. So basically, we welcome students from all different backgrounds to apply for our program. And for the English language requirement, you could refer to the website, to check whether you have fulfilled the requirements. And of course, if you already obtain a degree in offered by English as the delivery language, so you can examine from such requirement. So this is usually the application deadline. Okay, application usually closed by end of April. So basically 3 months or 3 to 4 months, from today. And here I also attach the URL for the online application system. So these are more information about our own department websites. So if you log onto the site, you will see very detailed information about each program, how to apply, where to apply, as well as relevant information. So these are my email address and phone numbers. So if you have any question, feel free to contact me. Okay. Yeah, thank you. I finished my part, Dr. Liu.
Thank you. I think we together take questions from students, right?
Sure.
Okay. Now I'm trying to reply to the questions in the chat window. You can have a look.
Yeah. You want to start addressing some of the questions, Dr. Liu?
Yes, I'm trying to reply the questions in the chat window. Can you see the chat window?
I can see it. I can see it. Maybe I can read some of these. Some students ask, will the course start at night and evening? I guess so, right? So in previous years, because we need to cater both full-time students and part-time students, so we would arrange the subjects in the evening so that every student could attend.
Okay. Yeah. Chen Tianyu, so we start to answer the question now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Chen Tianyu from Suke, right? If you don't have an IELTS mark, if you don't have IELTS test, we don't accept the CET new, sorry. We only accept IELTS or TOEFL.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if you check the website, the URL I just list, you will see that the threshold for TOEFL is 80. Okay, 80, and the IELTS should be 6 or something. Yeah. Do check the requirements on the university website.
Okay. One more question. I can use the core subject to replace another elective subject, I think it is doable, right? If you choose a core subject and you can use a core subject as an elective subject, but you cannot use an elective subject as a core subject.
Right. Not the other way around.
Okay.
Hi, sorry, I asked this question, but my question
Yes,
is
please.
actually that I have taken one of the core subjects, like the satellite image processing in my previous school. So I'm wondering, like, there's no way that I'm going to take the same course for twice, right? So I'm just wondering, could I use another elective, like advanced GIS, like the satellite image processing?
You mean transfer, right? From another university or another school? We don't accept the transfer, right? Dr. Liang?
Can you repeat your question slowly?
Oh, sorry. So my question is, now I have taken the course of satellite image processing in my previous school, but this course is actually one of the 4 core subjects here in the MSc. So maybe could I use another subject like advanced GIS to replace this satellite image processing course?
So for this satellite image processing in your school, are you talking about a subject during your undergraduate study or another master program?
Undergraduate study.
Oh, undergraduate, then I'm not sure whether these can be considered, for example, equivalent, right, as a master level course. As a master level course.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, for some of these
Thank you
questions,
so
it will be discussed case by case, but based on the information you provide, it's still likely that you have to take this core subject again, okay? As long as, I'm not sure, Dr. Liu, do we have, for example, many core subjects for them to choose?
We don't have so many core subjects, just a few of them.
Few, okay.
Okay.
Could I apply for transfer?
Theoretically, you can apply, but just like Dr. Xu mentioned, we discuss case by case. It is not guaranteed.
Okay,
And also,
understand.
and I think
Thank you.
usually we have inquiries from students. They already got, for example, a master program in the same university or some other university. And then they would, for example, apply for credit transfer. But given that your subject actually is taken, right? When you are an undergraduate student, so I don't think there's a high chance for you to get this one approved.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So next question from Roland. So what is the fee for both courses? For both, I think this is very clear, right? For both programs, the total fee is the same. We have 3 credits, and for each credit, it is now 16 and 600.
Each credit, I believe, is 5,500 something.
Or 500,
right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, okay, each is 5,500.
Okay, yeah. The tuition fee for each program is the same. 30 credits multiplied by the credit, the fee for each credit is around. Yeah, you can double check on our website. Is the credit for the fee for each credit is around 5,000 or something like that, or 6,000.
Yeah, that information is available. Yeah, I'm just looking for that URL, and then I can put it into the chat box.
Okay. Let's double check.
Yeah. It's 5,500 Hong Kong dollar per credit.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just listed the site for UISC program for information.
Okay. Then we go to move on to the next question. For the 5+3+ project, what is the project for? So the project is actually like a report based on your research outputs. You choose a topic, you work with a supervisor from our department. You choose a supervisor, you work with your supervisor, you figure out a topic, you do some analysis or experiment, and then you have some results and output. And based on the results and outputs, you will write the report for the project. So the topic of the project is totally depends on your interest and your supervisor. It can be like anything related to our department. Either surveying, urban informatics, geoinformatics, and so on and so forth. Is it clear for you, DL? Okay, if it's clear, we move on to the next one from the Zhen. I know when the first round offer be released. Okay, the next offer release will depend on our schedule. So hopefully, I'm not quite sure. Dr. Yang, Dr. Xu Yang, you have any comments about that? I don't know which program does this student apply? Either your program or
which
GIS.
program are you talking about?
Leads.
Right?
Yes.
USC, okay. For that one, so we usually handle the applications once in a while. So typically, once a month, or once every 3 weeks, something like that. So we won't basically notify each student about whether this application is successful or not. But for those who got an offer, I think they should be able to receive the notification in the system. So do check the system. For your case, December 16th. So I'm not sure, probably still likely that we haven't got a chance to review your application. Yeah, we'll look into that. So if you got the offer, you should be notified. Yeah.
Okay, we have more and more messages. I think we should speed up to ask questions. Okay, the next question is yours. Okay, the URSC will be recognized by some professional bodies.
Yeah, thanks for asking this question. So you know that it takes efforts and time, right, to get these things accredited. And our program now is running into the 2nd year. So for your information, so actually we have submitted request to getting accreditation for one of these professional bodies. Okay, but for privacy concerns, I don't tell you which one is, but we are on the way. So once it's accredited, we will basically release the information on the websites. So yeah, it's under the process.
The next question, the iOS is from 2019, and I don't think we accept because it is now beyond 2 years. Right?
Dr. Liu, let me try to double confirm with you. Is 2 years the valid period for the?
Yes, 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
So, yeah, it's 2 years.
So for this student, my suggestion is that if you are not sure, you contact university AR to confirm whether your the IELTS score is valid. Yeah.
Yeah, just
because double check.
Yeah.
Because the requirement could change once in a while. For example, how many years that is valid. So as our program leaders, we are not able to check it on a daily basis. So to play safe, do confirm with university, because this is the university general requirement.
Next one, to what extent do the applicants need to programming background? I guess for GIS, you just need to have a very basic programming background. Then you will be able to catch up with the courses. Yeah, Dr. Xu.
Yeah.
For your program.
Okay, let me catch. So to what extent do it needs to have a programming background? So actually, when I evaluate the students, from the perspective of their background, we don't require, right, or expect everyone to hold a background, because especially like for smart cities, it's quite interdisciplinary. So this is not a must. Some students, for example, if they're in the area of urban science, urban planning, they would feel comfortable to use some of the commercial software like CAD, ArcGIS, for example, to do some of their work. But later on, some of our courses do teach programming language. I think that's also the purpose that some people come to here, right? To do our master program. So you don't need to have, but you need to learn.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Xu. The next question. Next question is mine. Okay, can a social science student apply GIS? Of course, we are very welcome social science student to apply GIS courses, because we're trying to combine different backgrounds into the GIS teaching and learning. And for social science, it's not hard, because just as Dr. Xu mentioned, we encourage you guys to use some commercial and open source software like QGIS, ArcGIS to process data, to do some analysis. It will be easy for you to catch up. Okay. Next question, Dr. Xu, is yours. What?
Yeah, for information, last year, so we bring in a total number of something between 30 and 40 students. Yeah, that's the statistics for last year. Yeah.
Okay. Next question, I think is mine. It's possible to switch from GIS to survey. Yes, it is a case by case discussion. So if you can apply the transfer from GIS to surveying or vice versa, and it is not guaranteed, but you can apply. We discussed the case by case. And once you do after the transfer, you cannot transfer back, okay? And if you transfer and there's no change for the tuition fee. So this is basic information, okay? The next one, what is quota for GIS? Okay, this is mine. The quota for GIS part-time, full-time, and we don't separate the quota for part-time or full-time for the quota for GIS. The total quota for GIS is 30, yes. We just select candidates based on your qualification and background. We don't separate full-time or part-time students. Dr. Xu, can you take the next question?
Yeah, for the next one, my suggestion, because there are way too many courses, I think the university does not list, for example, the detailed subject description, right, for every one of them. So that's why you are not able to find that. So we do have, for example, some of the applicants, they're interested in this, so they would email the corresponding program leader, for example, to help explain some of the content. So if you have these questions, for example, get in touch with any one of us. So for any specific subject, so we could elaborate those things for you.
Okay, next question from Harriet. What is the difference between dissertation and project? I can take this question, okay. The most important difference between dissertation and project is the time requirements. For dissertation, you need to spend 3 semesters. For project, you need to spend 2 semesters to finish the final oral presentation. The second most important difference is for dissertation, you need to do more innovative research. For project, you just need to do some practical research work. You don't need to figure out some very innovative stuff. So this is the 2 most important difference. Dr. Xu, any further comments?
Yeah, no further comments. I echo the point.
Okay. Okay, next question from Hossein.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, thanks for applying for this. For those of you, who are interested about this, we do offer, faculty do offer entrance scholarship, but it's not like valid till April. I think this year the deadline is just around January 1st or something. So good to know that you apply for that. So for all of you who apply for that, I think you will be basically considered, right? So the offer of this scholarship will be based on, background, your academic excellence. So basically, yeah, no matter whether you are local or foreign students, yeah, you have equal opportunity.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Xu. I take next question. For the GRE, we only accept IELTS or TOEFL. For GRE, Dr. Xu, do we accept the GRE?
I don't think so. So you don't have to upload GRE score for us. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't need to upload a GRE report to us. Okay. So next question, Dr. Xu, can you take it?
Okay. Of course, welcome to apply to both geomatics and urban informatics, either one. But for your information, we do have many applications. Okay, every year in the area of information management, urban management, information system, computer science. These are all relevant. Yeah, these are all relevant.
Okay. So Yeah, I just echo to Dr. Shui's comment. You are encouraged to apply for more than one program because this will increase your opportunity to get enrolled. So that's a suggestion. Okay.
That's right.
And I take the next question. Is geomatics recognized? Of course, yes. Yeah, the geomatics MSc is recognized by Hong Kong IS. Yeah. And next question is from Failing. Dr. Shu, can you take it? It's about smart city. It's yours.
I'm not quite sure about this question. When you say, can I have the opportunity to be accepted if my application is considered over 3 months? So I would assume that you mean that you submit your application around October. Is that what you mean? You can reply to me in this chat box, and then I can further. Okay, so actually, as I mentioned, we look through the applications once in a while. So if, for example, you apply for this in October, and at this moment you haven't received the notification, for example, basically you are not prioritized or considered in the first round. But in terms of whether you have this opportunity, so I would say that theoretically everybody has this chance before the official deadline close, because this offer is given on a rolling base. So if we don't fill the quota at the very end, for example, we will look back to find more qualified candidates.
Okay, next question is direct to me. Maybe you guys cannot see it. For the offer from JS in the first round, it will be very soon. Maybe in the next 2 or 3 weeks, will be very soon. And AC, Dr. Xu, you can take next question.
Okay, let me add a bit thing to the previous question for Cheng Fengling, your question. So as mentioned by Dr. Liu as well, I'm not sure whether you have only applied for UISC, but for all the audience here, as recommended or suggested, you could consider both. Okay, you could consider both to maybe slightly increase the chance of getting accepted, because both these 2 programs are offered by our department. So basically, is catered by the same set of academic staff. So no matter which one you choose, you have the opportunity to interact with them and learn things in the area of GIS, urban science. So we do encourage you to look them together. Okay.
Okay, thank you. And for AC, of course, you can choose any teaching staff as your dissertation advisor. You can choose anyone in our department. Okay. All right. Okay, you're welcome. So any more questions?
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm not 100% sure, but given your description that you have a degree from Auckland University of Technology, I believe the language for delivery, the subject is English. So usually you should be exempt.
Yeah,
so you don't have to. You don't have
to. I agree. As long as you can get the degree from Auckland University of Technology, you can apply without IELTS score. Okay, it doesn't matter. the most important thing that you can provide the valid degree from the Auckland University of Technology. This is the most important thing.
And again, if you don't feel safe, confirm with University AR. Yeah, try to get a confirmed answer from them before you apply.
Yeah, try to confirm with our university about your situation.
Yeah, I try to give list the URL in this chat box. So if you're interested, you click that. The description for the two Master of Science program are listed there. You can also browse other relevant information regarding our department.
Dr. Chu, I think the information seminar will be 1 hour. So we still stay online until 3 o'clock. So in case they have further questions. Okay. Yeah, please feel free to type your questions in the chat window, or you can just directly talk to us who will stay online to take more questions. Maybe looks like they don't have further questions. Maybe shall we conclude the seminar, Dr. Xu?
Let's finally confirm with the audience here. First of all, thank you very much for coming. So if you know some of your relatives, friends, students who are interested in this program, please do spread the words, recommend these programs to them. Okay, I think there is more questions coming. Medium of instruction certificate, if instruction certificate, if not IELTS, was English. I graduated from. Yes, I mean, if the instruction was English, I think that should be okay, right?
Yeah,
should be okay.
One more comment. You do need to provide the certificate to prove that your instruction media is English from your university. Yeah. That question is about ArcGIS. No, you don't need to purchase any ArcGIS license. Our department will provide the individual ArcGIS license for each student.
Right. For information, we are using the latest version, ArcGIS Pro,
Yes.
right now. So it's supported by university. So when you come, you don't have to pay this out of your own pocket.
Yeah. And for all the software that we need to use in your learning in your subjects, we already paid the fee to get the license. Yeah. For example, the MATLAB, the AutoCAD, Revit, and some other software. So you don't need to pay anything for the software.
Do we have any more questions before we conclude the session?
it looks like they don't have other questions. Chen Fenling, one more question. May I know the admission rate of the programs? I'm afraid that we are not allowed to release this kind of data according to the university policy. Right, Dr. Xu?
Of course, and it evolves, right? So if everyone on this earth apply for the program, then the rate would be low. So for this part, I'm sorry that we are not able to disclose. But I already let you know that for last year, the UISC program received, some number between 30 and 40. So that's something that we would expect to admit for this year as well. Yeah, you're welcome. Maybe Dr. Liu and I will stay here for 2 more minutes so we can close the session on 2:55.
Okay.
So
Yeah, sure.
take the last chance if you have any question. Yes, I've said for the courses, we're not able to list all the details, and this is not managed by us. So if you really want to know the details of each course, what it covers, you can get in touch with us. So we would be happy to further elaborate for you.
Dr. Xu, so some of our subjects are listed on our website. They are, looks like they are publicly accessible. Can we share?
Sure. Do we have the details of those courses or just the name?
The details, which is the syllabus. Not so detailed, but some of the information.
Okay, good to know. I thought those things can only be accessed using the internal.
No, it's public. I put the link in the chat window.
Okay, thanks. For credit transfer, I'm not sure whether anyone will tackle your question before you are actually admitted. Okay. Still, if you really want to ask, get in touch with University AR. But most likely, I don't think they will address this because it's case by case. It's case by case. Another question, Dr. Liu.
Yeah, I just want to respond to iPhone. This is a subject list. And for all the master students, they are in the level 5 that you can check one by one. The major, some of the main courses, not all of them. Okay. And for AC, yes, if you are accepted by our department, and after that, if you want to apply credit transfer, you can talk to your program leader, either Dr. Xu or me. Then we can try to help. And for CY, I don't know. I don't exactly know what you mean by mature student. You mean you're kind of your age is kind of old, so we don't consider your age. So any students, if you are qualified, we are happy to accept.
That's right. That's right. So basically, age won't be a advantage or disadvantage. So if age 30 over, but you have many relevant experiences, then I would say that it's really helpful to the application. Yeah, because we do have many applicants. They work in the industry for a while, feeling the need that they need to further strengthen their knowledge. So that's why they come back. So we welcome these kind of applicants.
Just a few moments. If no more questions, any more questions? Just okay. One more questions.
I think so. So we don't have, for example, a course for 1 credit. So not possible for you to do 31 multiplies. But if you want to take one more course, for example, which is 3 credits, then it will be 33 multiplies by, 5,500. Yeah, you're welcome. So if no more question, maybe it's the time for us to conclude this. Okay. Not all. I'm not sure whether this is a question.
Maybe this student WJW is a year 4 student. He's not. He will graduate maybe next year, next June. So if you apply, we will look into your background, and in your case, probably you will get a conditional offer, which means if you graduate on time next in this June or in this May, and then you upload your certificate online, then you can get the confirmed offer. So
right.
in your case, probably if you are qualified, you can get the conditional offer. Okay, just like what I said, what you need to provide is a degree from AUT, the degree. Of course, the transcript is better if you can provide.
So Dr. Liu, shall we conclude the session for today?
Yes, please.
So thank you again, everyone, for coming. So it's a great pleasure to do this session with you. So if you have any question later on, feel free to contact us. So finally, wish everyone a happy and prosperous 2022. Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
see you. Bye-bye.